Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Seth K Bani here. Now today I'm coming your way with another brilliant birthday flyer. I believe you're going to learn something from. And so without further delay, let's step into the Photoshop software. Let me show you how to do it. Also give this video a 50 like, and I promise I'll drop the PSD of this file in the next video. Alright, so now this is it. I'm going to file, I'll go to new, and then I'm going to put in these figures. 2000 for the width, and then the height I'm going to use 2500, and then the pixels or the resolution I'm going to leave it at 72, and then pixels here guys, pixels here, RGB color here, 8-bit here. Let's call it birthday flyer, and that is pretty much it. Click on create. Also guys, you know the rule over here, you got to go to view, you got to set your gas layout just to help you do your alignment to. I'm going to set it to 4. And I'll click on create. I'm going to start with the background, and so let's bring in the source files. Now these are the source files. I am going to leave it in the description for you to also use it and follow along with it. I'm going to drag this one first, and then let's drag it all the way into Photoshop. Let's release it, and then let's also resize it. Alright, now guys, you can see it wants to misbehave a little bit, but let's hold here, let's put there as well. Okay, so I think we it's fitting there nicely, and then let's put it in the group. Control G, let's call it BG. Also, we are going to put some text over here. Now I want to put the text at this side, and I'll put the image at this side. And so to put the text here and to make it stand out, I need to bring some lighting to the background, so that once I introduce some light effects to it, it's really going to stand out a little bit more. So I'll create a new layer, and let me see, I'll create a new layer in there, and then I'm going to pick my brush tool, and then I'll set it to caps lock of, increase the size of the brush, and then also make sure it is a soft round brush guys, color white, remember color white. Alright, and then we'll just increase the size more, hit there like that. Yeah, I think two of it, and then maybe just do it like that, and then maybe bring it down a little bit. I also like to reduce it a little bit more, just slightly a little bit. Okay, now remember this is completely editable. I can come back there, and I'll come back, and then we work on it. We are done with our background. We want to bring our image to, I'm going to drag this image there. This is the image we are going to be using, and then I would resize the image. Now guys, I do not want the fit of the person to show. Okay, I just do not want the fit to show. So I think this is great. And you can put this in a group, and then let's call it image. Now guys, don't forget, we need to match the image with the background. That way it looks realistic, and then it also looks kind of cool. You don't want the image to look off. It doesn't make it stand out. Okay, we want it to look interesting, so we need to do that by converting to a smart object. Let's go to filter, let's go to camera raw. We need to do a little color correction. Now there are 1001 ways of doing it. I want us to use camera raw to actually do the blending the image with the background. Okay, so I'm going to move this up a bit. It's giving a little golden effect over there, and that is great because we are putting it on the golden background. And then also let's come to the, I think maybe the shadows, and then let's see. Alright, and that means that the highlights needs to go down a bit. Okay, so the highlights is -49, and then the shadows is 50. And then let's see whether we can mess with the black too a little bit. The black needs to go down. Let's give it some clarity as well. So let's give it some clarity as well. Alright, now I can fill in there. I don't want to give it hue and saturation for now because the color is already too much. Once we are done with everything, it's really going to come off beautiful. So let's leave it like this. Okay, also we want to bring in the name, and so I'm going to click on my text tool, and then I'll type there. Then I'll go and then bring in the name, type there, and then let's paste the name there. Okay, it's too small. Okay, so let's drag it somewhere there. Now guys, also remember we are using the font luckiest guy. Okay, and let's increase the size to 105. Okay, the tracking, let's do the tracking at 0, and then let's give it this color as well, C1002D. Now it's not red, it looks a little bit of wine and something like that. I feel like the color, the size is too small, and so we're going to do what we do best. Control T, or let's close this one, Control T, and then let's manually increase the size like that. Awesome. Click on your move tool and drag it down. You want to drag it down like that. Okay, and then let's duplicate it, and then let's drag it up, and then let's go and pick the rest of the details. Happy birthday. Double click on it and then paste it there. You're going to use a different font for it. You're going to use Blue Brush. Now guys, you know I already love you guys, right? I love you guys to death, right? So I'm going to leave the font and then the source file, everything in the description for you to also use and follow along. Don't forget that. Go there and download it. Okay, so I'm going to set here to maybe 40. Let's see. It's too small. Control T, and then let's increase it a bit more. So I feel like I'm going to have problems with the different sizes I want to use, so I'll have to create the sizes myself. Now this is it. I don't want to use this. You can use this, guys, don't worry. You can use this. You can use any color that blends with it. Just remember the principle of contrast. If you don't know the principle of contrast, guys, if you haven't bought my course, if you are beginner in graphic designing, I have a course for you. Just check the description, you see it, and then just buy it. And just, it's very cheap, very, very cheap. Get it for yourself. It will do you a lot. It'll save you a lot of time, and you'll be designing better designs from now. Okay, so there is it. I'm going to choose this particular color. I'm going to choose 823 EFC. Alright, and I click on OK. I think this color is good. I'm going to put it in a group, Ctrl G, and then I'm going to call it name. Alright, name, and then I'm going to click on my text tool. Where are you? And I'll type somewhere there, and then I'll come and pick this. Then I'm going to paste it there. Alright, and I'll click on let me see, my move to, you want to move it somewhere here. Let's go to paragraph. Let's make it left aligned, and then let's go back to character. Let's go, you're going to use Montserrat for this. Okay, and then let's see if we can make it smaller. 20. It's too much. Let's make it 30. Okay, and let's make this side 30. Too small. Let's make it 50. It's way better. I'm also going to go to this side and make it bold. I want it to stand out. Okay, now let's click on the color. Let's now give it this color, the reddish color here, and then the tracking 0. Everything is better. Yeah, everything is better. Okay, so let's move it somewhere here. Let me see. I still feel like it's too small. Let's increase it more. And let's pick ellipse tool. Let's zoom in actually. Okay, when it comes to details, you want to zoom in and get it accurately, and I'll hold shift and then create a small ellipse here, and I'll double, let me close this one and drag it up. Okay, I'll make sure my stroke is off and the fill is there. I'll double click it and come and pick that color. Awesome. Now guys, we are left with 1, 2, 3. So I'll click on my move tool. I'll click on Ctrl J, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll click on my move tool. Right, remember, I'll drag it all the way. Click on my move tool. Select this one. You want to click there and drag it all the way here. Okay, once you have it, click there and hold shift and click this side. Select it like that. Click on your move tool, guys, remember that, and you want to pick this. All right, and once you have that, you are gone. Okay, and also you want to pick your what is it, rounded rectangular tool, and just create, something like that. Just create something like that. Okay, and drag it underneath the name. Let's put this one. Okay, and then double click it, and then pick color white. You also want to make sure the stroke is off, and then come to the opacity, set it to 50. Okay, and then let's open the properties. Let's set this side to 40. All right, and then let's click on it, duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J, and then Ctrl T to transform it. Hold Shift and Alt depending on the version of Photoshop you're using actually, and then just increase it like that. All right, so this is showing is the background, so I'll click on the background, click on my move tool, and then I'll drag it up. Close it. Alright, so I'm going to put this and this in a group, and then I am going to call it list, and then let's see, Ctrl T, I'll hold Shift and I'll rotate it like that. Rotate it again, let's see. So you can see I rotated it twice holding Shift. Alright, so let's keep it here. Also, we want to bring in our date, so I'll click on my text tool again, and I'll click somewhere here, and then I'll go and pick 10th, and I'll paste it there. I'll also go to our character and then pick luckiest guy as usual. That's most the font you're using. We are using 3 fonts throughout. Okay, now the more you grow in graphic design, the more you realize you need to achieve more with less resources. Or minimum resources or optimum resources. Okay, that doesn't mean that if you need to use some resources you need to stay away from them, no, but you need to make sure you are using fewer to get still better quality and more. So this is it. I would duplicate it, and then I'll come down, and then I'll pick November, and then I'll double click it, and then I'll paste it there, and then I would select the 2 of them and then maybe increase them a bit, but I still feel like November should, in fact, let's give the 10th is what, 78 point something. Let's give it the same size as that. Okay, it's called consistency. We want it to be consistent. That's what we're doing. I'll pick this color for it. Now guys, are you seeing how I'm doing? Not difficult, right? Yeah, I know. Now we also, let's put it in the group for the meantime. Let's call it date. We want to pick our ellipse tool. Okay, and then we want to set it to path, and then want to hold Shift and then create something like that. All right, something like that. And then you want to pick your text tool and then just type over there, and then you want to go and pick that and then just paste it over there. Awesome, right? Awesome. And from there you want to come back to character, and then let's see, you're going to leave this for the meantime, but I want to come here and set it to not black. You want to come down a little bit. No, it looks like black, but it's not really black, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. Okay, now what you can do with this is you can go here to the tracking, and then you can just play with it. I can use 60 for now. Let's see. You can just play with it. Okay, but you also need to be watchful because sometimes it gets lost along the way. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy. So you can see there's no birthday showing there. That means that a portion of it is missing. Let me give it 0. Let me see. Happy birthday. Okay, so let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. So what you're going to do is let's pick let's pick part selection, and then let's just hit it. Okay, and then just play with it. You can see as we are going, it's showing. You just play with it. Okay, okay, and then you can now pick your text tool and click on it, and then select all, and then boost it up to 30 or something. Just keep on playing with it. It's too much. Let's give it 10. All right, so 10 is good. So you just keep on playing with the figures and you get the correct thing. Once you have it, Control T, and then let's just move it here. Enter. You want to move it there, and then Control T. Then let's just reduce it a little bit. Enter. Okay. I feel like I should make it a little bit small, so let's make it 25. All right. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy. Let's make here 0. Happy. Boy. Let's make here 24, 23. Happy birthday, and then let's make here 20. All right, so I can deal with this. But now keeping it in the middle of everything is now. Alright, so guys, this is great. Now let's drag it and push it inside that, and Control T as well, and then let's rotate it down. Hold Shift, and then 1, 2. Remember that 2. We click on your move tool and then move it somewhere. Perfecto. Somewhere there is perfect. Okay, so we're also done with the date. Now let's bring in some few elements just to spice things up a little bit. You know what I mean. Let's increase it like this, and then let's just rotate it like that. Let's drag it here. Okay. Let's drag it there. Okay. I feel like this is great. Now you also want to go to filter, you want to go to blur, you want to go to Gaussian blur. Motion blur. Motion blur. And then you want to give this the angle. You want to give the angle minus 23, and then you want to give the distance 85, and then you want to click on okay. So it looks like there's some action going on in there. It makes it interesting actually. Okay, and let's go there. Now over here, that's the background. What I want to do is I want it to be a little blurry, but I still want it to stand out a little bit. So I'll go to filter, and I'll go to blur, and I'll go to Gaussian blur, and I am going to set the figure there to 9. Okay, I'll click on enter, then I'll click on this side and pick my brush. I'll go there and pick my soft round brush, and then make sure my caps lock is off. Set the color to color black, opacity and flow 100, and click on this side, guys. This side. Let's decrease it a little bit. Now I want to mask this side. Okay, so you can see this side is not really blurred. The floor looks a little bit more blurry, and that is it. It makes the emphasis. It makes the background much more richer. The background behind the girl much more richer. All right, so that is it for you. And so there is it. We need to also add in some curves just to blend it well with the background. You guessed right. Or let's use level. We can still use curves, but let's use level. Level will be much more easier. Let's use level. Let's clip it to it, and then let's drag this side here. Okay, let's drag this side there. Okay, and I feel like that is great. So we can see looks quite better. Put it in a group. Let's call it icons. I don't know what to call it, so icons will be good. Now we are done with it, but we need to add some glows to it, and this is the final touch, glowing the whole image. I'll right click it and then I rotate 90 clockwise, and then let's just enlarge it. All right, let's zoom out, and then I'll bring this side there. Okay, so that is it. Enter. So what you want to do is go to the blending modes and set it to linear dodge. That is it, linear dodge. And so what we are going to do is we need to cut some of the glow over here. I'll give it a mask, and I'll pick my brush to set the caps lock off, decrease the size a little bit, set the color black, opacity flow 100. We are using a soft round brush. We are clicking on the mask here, and then let's just mask this side. Okay, let's just mask this side. Maybe I need to throw in a little bit of that. You can use X to toggle it. Okay, okay, but mask this side, and then okay. So that is it. That is it. Put it in a group. Control G. I'll call it glow. And one more thing, what I want to do right now is to add some glow to the hair. So I'll click on my layer. I'll click on my brush tool and then caps lock off. Hold Alt and pick the yellowish color there, and then just click on it like this. You can see it's affecting the date there. That is great. Let's give it linear dodge as well. So it makes it much more realistic. Also, let's click over here on the mask of the bouquet, and then let's just try set it to color black. You want that side to work, so you want it to show. Okay, so you can see I'm masking it there so that it shows clearly there. I want it to show well. And this one is nice there. Let's duplicate it, and then let's click on our move tool, and then let's drag it on top of this side, so it's on the hair and at the same time it's on the text Sakina as well. Okay, so I feel like this is better now. We can close it. The final thing we want to do is merge everything together. Control Alt Shift E. We are going to right click it and then convert it to a smart object, and then we'll finalize it with camera raw filter. A temperature to 7, the contrast to 22 thereabout, or whatever, 20 thereabout, or 22. The highlights to 4 or 3. The shadows, let's set it to -8 or 9. The blacks, let's set it to -13. And the dehaze, let's boost the dehaze a little bit to boost the colors up also. That's what I love about the dehaze. Around -7 thereabout is also not bad. Let's close it. Let's go. I'm not even giving it vibrance, but it's already popping up. And then let's go to details, and then let's give it some sharpen. I'm going to boost it up a lot to maybe around 20 to 21 thereabout. The noise reduction, I'm going to boost it up to maybe around 5. All right, 5 thereabout. This particular one, the color noise reduction, I want to boost it a lot so that it eradicates all other unwanted color noises there. And let's close this one, and that is it. You can click on OK. Let's see how it boosts everything up. So guys, this is how it creates it. Now guys, if you haven't bought my course yet, if you want to learn how to be a good graphic designer, perhaps like me, you have to buy the course. It's in the description. Get it for yourself, and then let me take you through a step-by-step how. This is a course you have to watch at your own pace and at your own time. They are pre-made videos. If you love this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. I love you all guys. See you in the next one. Peace.